You know, your kids can do something sometimes that makes you just smile and proud. I got to share a story about my son. By the way, hello, my name's Jeff, and I like to just talk about perspectives of difference of life, especially now that I'm in my 50s. But let's get back to what I was talking about, my son. My 16-year-old son, I have 3 kids, but my 16-year-old son went to the Waffle House the other night. And he did not understand the whole concept of how to tip because, we pay with a card a lot. And I gave him some cash because he was going with a group of friends. And I gave him some cash. And I said, hey, if you go eat or anything, I said, here's some cash. And, eat kind of conservative. And his bill was $14. And he didn't know that the tip wasn't included because I've always let him, he's, be with me and he's seen me pay and different things. And so when he got home, he was talking to me about it. And I said, no, son, the tip's not included in that. I said, you have to hand it to him or leave it laying on the table. Now, today is Tuesday. And he had to go to the school tonight for band pictures, and he sent me a text. He said, I got to go by the Waffle House. I gotta go see if that waitress is working, and I got to give her tip. And I'll just tell you now, that makes your daddy right here proud of your son. When you know that your kids know how to treat people and do the moral thing. I'm not anything. I'm just a man. And I've tried to instill in my children to do the right thing. And I've tried to be that example to them throughout their life. And the whole thing of this is, we are to be that example to the younger generation. There's some good kids out there. This generation of kids out there today get dumped on a whole lot. And you know what? We're the older generation. We raised these people. So they're on our clock. So, we pave the road, and what we let our kids buy with and what we have not done for younger people, I kind of think it falls back on us. We can blame it on who we want to. But this no spank thing that came along all these years ago and this timeout stuff and stuff like that, I don't think it worked out too well, did it? For a lot of people. But there are some good kids out there. I tell you, my wife and I have started helping out with the youth group at our church to be on that ministry team. We're not youth directors. We was youth directors. Lord mercy, I can't talk. We were youth directors years ago. Right at 23, 24 years ago, we were youth pastors for 6 years. So we are just helping at our church, and we have a lot of youth. But I'm going to tell you what, being around that group of kids, there's some good kids out there, and they're looking for some genuine, real, authentic stuff. They want people to be real with them. They want people to lead them. They got minds of their own, and they're goofy, and they may not listen to everything that you've got to say or whatever, but here's the thing about it. That ain't up to us to make sure they do that. What we are to do is to be that example to them, and they've got to choose for themselves, because at the end of the day, I got to change my camera angle here. At the end of the day, they gonna make decisions in their lives. And if we have been that example maybe and planted some seed there, they'll think about some things. So, I'm real proud of the decision that my son is going to the Waffle House to see if that waitress is there to leave that tip from a couple nights ago. Because it's bothering him. He knows that's the right thing to do. That girl's probably done forgot all about, hey, that long-haired, blonde-headed 16-year-old boy that was in here didn't leave me a tip. She may have been a little bit upset about it, but she's probably done forgot about it now. But I can tell you one thing is fixing to happen. He's going to leave an impression on that lady, and he's doing the right thing. He's showing some love. He's showing some character. He's showing an example. And I am very proud of that man, because I'm saying a man. He's a young man. 16-year-old stepping up the plate and doing the right thing. That's going to make a good daddy. That's going to make a good husband to a wife one of these days. So, yeah. Well, get back to doing what I was doing. Y'all have a great day. Go out there and plant some seed in some young people's lives. Be an example to them. They deserve it.